Welcome back to Hey Kentucky. I am pleased to be joined today by one of the former UK greats that I had a chance to cover and that we all got to watch, Corey Peters, defensive lineman now for the Arizona Cardinals. Hey, Corey, how are you?
I'm doing well. I can't complain. I'm just excited about hopefully getting back to work soon.
Fingers crossed. You're getting
Fingers
ready to
crossed.
start your 10th year in the NFL. Kind of in your wildest dreams, was that something that you thought of a long time ago?
It's definitely something I dreamed about, but me being a realist, I know that it's not likely to get there. So I've been extremely blessed and a little bit of luck too, to sustain so long, and I'm hopeful, and I'm hoping for another 3 or 4.
Well, this NFL season is going to look different no matter how you slice it. We don't know exactly what it's going to look like yet, but are you hearing, do you think there will be fans in the stands? Do you think that will be a part of the games this year?
Well, there's so many questions surrounding everything. I would think that there won't be many fans to start the season, and maybe there'll be a plan in place to kind of increase as we go along, depending on how things progress. But I'm hopeful. I like to get back to normal as soon as possible, but I think it's critically important to make sure that we're being as safe as possible and putting a plan together that's smart for the players, the fans, everybody involved.
So baseball and the NBA are kind of starting to get ramped up. They will really be like a test case for what you guys will go through. However, there's so many more players on a football team than there are on a basketball team or even a baseball team. Do you have concerns about either getting the coronavirus or being around players that have it? What are you nervous?
I'm nervous. I definitely have concerns about it. I think there's a lot of misinformation out there, a lot of things we still don't know about this virus. And I think it's something that should be taken extremely serious. I've decided that it's worth the risk to me to go and play. But I respect anybody and their decision to, it's their decision to make. So I don't have any children. Now, if I had a whole bunch of children running around the house, my thought process might be different on this. I think everybody has to make that decision for themselves. There's definitely going to be risks involved with going back to work and playing football in such close proximity. And people are going to get sick. I don't think it's anywhere around that. But I'm just hopeful that, it won't be too bad and we can manage it and keep moving forward.
Yeah, and you usually have, the best medical doctors around you guys. I guess my biggest fear would be if someone tests positive, which is, like you said, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Then they shut everything down, or what will the protocol look like for that? Do you know?
Well, I think that, right now the NFLPA and the NFL is working very close to put together an agreement that kind of goes through all of those issues. What it's going to look like when we come into the building, how we're going to operate on a day-to-day basis, standards for the people that work inside the building. So nothing has been set in stone or nothing has been agreed to, but they've been working extremely hard on trying to get that agreement into place before we start camp at the end of the month. So I don't think anybody can really answer that question right now, but before we report to camp, we should have all the answers to those questions.
Now, you are actually leading a book club right now. Tell me how that got started and what you're doing with it.
I went to school for education. My whole plan was to be a teacher. And as I got in the league, a lot of my volunteer work would be in high schools. And one of the things that I've learned from educators is that reading is one thing that a lot of the kids don't do a lot of outside of the classroom. And I think it's one thing that really can improve your confidence, your intelligence, everything, help you with tests. And so when I got here to Arizona, we started a book club at South Point High School, where we would just read books, discuss with the kids. We would bring food, and really, it was really enjoyable experience for me. And once COVID broke out, we decided to take that program virtually and open it up to all the high school students here in Arizona. And so far, it's been really good. The kids are super invested and they're very intelligent. And I think I get just as much out of it as they do. So it's been a really good experience for me.
Now, are you picking the books?
Yes, I pick the books, but I just try to keep a wide variety of topics, things that everybody might be interested in, so that it's not just what I want to read. It's a little bit of everything, and so we can kind of keep the conversation moving on a lot of different topics.
Thanks to Corey Peters. You'll hear part 2 of that interview tomorrow on Hey Kentucky. Much more right after this.